Hey everybody, it's Marion here, and I promised you a wrap up to how those strategies that we talked about earlier in the week all relate back to your business. So let's start with number one, play to your strengths. Here's where I found I was making a slight mistake. It was only slight because I was listening to people that knew what they were talking about. I was learning something new, but I forgot my strengths in the process. And instead of considering those strengths and using them, I kind of left them by the wayside. So all my work on TEs and safe lists, which I knew really well, I wasn't using. I was just going to a new and different method. When you've already developed a skill, don't throw that skill away. Use it. Put most of your time in that. As you develop a new skill, it may become the strength. It may not. But use what you've already got in place while you're developing something new. Practice, practice, practice. New skill I'm developing is working with Facebook. It takes practice. Now, I still put my time in on TEs and safe lists, but now I've got that balance going. So I know how to practice. I'm modeling good behavior and good actions on what I'm doing on Facebook. I'm learning from somebody that knows the right way to do it. That's important. There's a lot of people out there that'll teach you to do things that really aren't very good. We don't want anybody spamming Facebook walls or anything else. So pick your teacher carefully and then model their behavior and then practice it yourself while still playing to your strengths. Find that balance there. What do you know already? What are you good at? And like we said in Tuesday's lesson, keep developing your good skill and make it better and better. And this new one that's weaker to start with, work on that one. Balance them out. Especially as you learn your new skill and as you have successes with it, anchor it. Anchor your resourcefulness with it. And as you go back to practice it again, call up the resourcefulness that you've already developed. If you go back to Wednesday's blog, that's where I've got the link back to anchoring. Go back to that show, rewatch that show, see how to anchor the resources that you've already developed and pull them up so you're not starting from scratch every time. Use them. This is what it's all about. Number 4, live life as if perception is reality. Okay, this comes into play in a couple ways. Let's talk about the company that you're working with. Unfortunately, some people have a perception of Empower Network that's one thing and others have it as something else. Don't waste your time arguing somebody out of an incorrect perception. That's their loss. See, you know what your company is. See who's out there that is open to learning what it really is. And the people that aren't, they're not the type of people that you probably want in your business anyway, because they're already set in their ways and they're not going to be open to all those first things I told you about where you're ready to teach them new skills and help them develop. So perception that they've already developed, if they're not open to changing it quickly, don't argue it. Don't put yourself through that. Don't waste your time. Last one, have a team behind you. And you probably all know where I'm going with this. Both with Prosperity Team, which is my Empower Network team, and with my Wake Up Now team, there's a full team there to support us the whole way. We learn things, we share things. I love a line my one friend uses. Even though I work from home, I never work alone. Have a team behind you. So that's it, everyone. Play to your strengths. Make sure that what you've already learned you're using. Don't flit around and throw things out the window each time. Especially in the beginning when you're learning a new skill, practice, practice, practice. Some of them after a while will just become second nature and you won't have to practice it much. Others will take more continual development. Some things like training for a marathon. That's something that would be a continual practice, practice, practice. Other things like riding a bicycle, once you've learned it, you don't have to practice it. It's always there if you need the skill. Anchor your best states and your skills and then trigger them when needed. Go back and rewatch the show on that, and that'll teach you the whole way of doing that. Live as if perception is reality. You know what's real. Don't waste your time arguing with people that don't, and have a team behind you. And if you're ready to join either of my teams, whether you're just starting out and you want to just get some residual income going, or you're ready for the big time and you want to learn the advanced strategies, either way. And they're not necessarily mutually exclusive, and they're not necessarily something everybody will want to get into anyway. So whichever way you want to do that, let me know, and I will get you on one of my teams, and I would love to work with you. So that's it for today, folks. I'll talk to you all later. Have a great day.